Hey everybody, and let's see, it's I think June the 1st. So we finally got here in North Carolina. It rained for like 2 weeks, so I'm glad. I mean, the gardens do well with rain, but too much rain is not good for the tomatoes and certain plants, and some of them flourish. So anyway, I thought I'm gonna go to Lowe's. It's a nice day. The humidity's low here, so it's just gonna be about 80. So I wanted to get a couple of ferns, and I used to buy the Boston ferns, and they're beautiful and everything, but then you spend $15 and then it dies. And so I thought, instead of spending 15 a year or more, 30, 45, whatever you buy on the plants, I thought I'd start buying some perennial ferns. And so I will find out this year how they do, well, when it gets winter and then spring, how they do. But anyway, here, let's see, this is an autumn fern, and so I got me two. I'll try to set them here in the shade so I can see. And I tried to get the best two. I'm gonna have to, anytime you plant, I watered it well. I'm gonna cut off this dead part so it'll grow well. So anyway, this is a perennial fern, and let's see, it can take -10, -20, so we don't ever get that cold. I mean, I think one time when I was a kid, it got to 8. So these ferns should be good in North Carolina. It depends on your zone, and it says non-hardy in zones 1 through 4. And I need to learn my zone. I think we're like 7 or 8. And then this beautiful little baby here, I wanted to buy 2, but there was only 1 left, and they're gorgeous. I have never grown one. And I guess it's a Torrenia. Not sure on the pronunciation, but I have a lot of partial shade, so this is perfect for me. It is an annual, but I do have some other plants like this, the snowbells or something, that have lived a couple years here. And so let's see, I read you do have to deadhead, which I do that, and I compost, so I don't fertilize my outside plants. I just compost in place. They can take, let's see, non-hard. Okay, so after it freezes, then they're gone, so they're not going to come back. But anyway, I'm looking forward to this plant to see what it looks like. And so let me see if I'll try not to bounce around. Hold on. Okay. Now here, it's been about a month ago. I planted, I usually put a Boston fern in this. So let me come back. And I'm still working on this. So this is my circle, and usually, it gets some sun in the morning, sun in the evening. So it's kind of, partial shade. So the Boston ferns do well here, but I bought the autumn fern and put some impatiens around it. And then got the wandering Jews, because last year I had a bunch of wandering Jews that were everywhere, and then the bleeding hearts, they always come back up. So this will still has to fill out. That's, not looking that great right now. And then I love caladiums, and I usually put all my caladiums in pots, but I thought I'm still, I don't know if you can see, rains so much. Still, I gotta get some blocks, and I'm working on this half circle. So I'm just planting mostly on the end. So with all the rain, my caladiums decided to come up. They've been in the ground, I don't know, a couple weeks. And then I put the other autumn fern that I bought. I planted the one that I showed you, and this one same time. So I really like the impatiens around it. And then let's see, I think this gets real wet. I planted some of my other caladiums are starting to come up. Now they're not looking that great, and I'm thinking about these Sweet Williams. They've been here a couple years, and I'm gonna move some of them around. We'll see what happens. So since the caladiums have to be brought in after 40 degrees, I put most of them in pots, but last year I put the wandering Jew with them, and they just really did good in my area because it's partial shade. I have some on the porch, but I won't show you all of them. But I did a lot of the same thing, the caladiums and the wandering Jews. because I have plenty of wandering Jews, so the caladiums do well here. So I wanted to show you that. I know I kind of got off the subject. So I'm not sure where I'm going to put my other ferns, but I was thinking about putting, I got to learn this, the tortinia, whatever. I'm not sure about putting it there. So I have to figure out a place to put it. I might put it there, but these bleeding hearts got really big last year, and they're just kind of starting. So I'll have to find a place to put it. And I just wanted to show you that. I can't hardly, because I don't have nobody to video me, and it's hard for me to show me planting and stuff. But I wanted to show you that. And let's see. Oh, and I have now the nasturtiums I did from seed. They're doing good here. But I guess they get the most sun right here. So these, I planted all my nasturtiums at the same time, and this one's going crazy. So it gets the best sun. And then I've been trying to do some basil and peppers, and everything's just getting ate up. And then, let's see, I planted this. I bought this distress. I've never grown this either. What is this? The Ivernia or whatever. And then so this one's coming back. I bought that like for $1. And my ginger root's not doing good. It's finally, I got a couple of ginger root coming up. I tried them in the bed last year and they didn't do as well. And then I planted a bunch, and I don't know what happened. I think I planted them a little too early, and so I got a few coming up. And then looks like, something got into my tater plant. I gotta see if I got taters. So I got some that's starting to bloom. So I just wanted to show you all that, and I hope, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.